Welcome back to the Parking Lot Podcast. It has been a little bit since I did an episode. So originally my phone kept overheating because it was like 80 degrees out or higher. And so I just had my phone sitting on a tripod, and we're in the middle of a parking lot under the sun. And so there's no covering. It's just my phone. And I never thought about it overheating. And so like the last couple of them, it overheated, and like the one with Hunter and some other people. So it overheated, and so I lost footage. And then, so it's like, I'll just wait for it to get colder, and it has. And so it's getting colder, and the wind is a problem because I don't want my tripod falling over. It did one time when I was with Eddie, like in like April. It fell over because it was windy out. But so now, it's like not windy at this specific time, and then it's not raining, so that's perfect conditions. I've gotten some more people lined up. It's just whenever their schedule works, and so yeah, looking forward to those. The last episode I did was with Hunter, I believe. Yeah, we were over there in front of the like playground area. That was a good episode. We got like an hour, not an hour. We got like 40 more, like around 40 or more minutes in, and then it cut because it got overheated. So I'm mad about that. I don't think my phone's gonna get over cold. So like, what's the opposite of overheated? Like frozen, I guess. I don't think that should happen. So since then, not much has changed. Like anything, I've been doing some random stuff. Hideaway is good. They just started scheduling. They just scheduled me Monday, like this Monday, and they haven't at all since I've been back because we've been like at capacity, and so I don't need to work on Mondays because we got enough people. And I wonder if they're going to be scheduling me Mondays. And it was so weird too because I don't think I've ever closed on a Monday. And Hideaway closes earlier on weekdays, and I didn't know that until like a few months ago. Like I had no idea, but that's because I only worked on the weekends. I used to work like Wednesdays. I used to work more, but then I stopped. But now I need to work more, and I don't know if I want to work at Hideaway some more. Like, so right now I'm working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I have the government club at TCC on Wednesday night, and then I'm going to stop going to that after we go to special session, or to the actual session next month. After that, I'm going to go back a couple more times, like recap and everything. But after elections, like I'm going to be done, so I can do other stuff. But Tuesday and Thursday after school, I really need to work because it's so boring. And I want to drop out so much. I talk about it a lot, and I don't like it. But that's just what I say. But I won't drop out, even though I really want to. I don't know. And then so like next semester, when I have like a full like course load of classes, like 4. Hopefully they give me 5, but I know they won't. But once I have more classes again, then I'll like, I don't know. Because it's so boring. Like when I get home, because there's just nothing to do. My PS4 broke, and so, or my PS4 controller broke, and I haven't got around to getting a new one because I don't play often enough to want to buy a $60 controller. And so I'm just like, what's the point in buying a controller? Because I'm like, I don't play enough. I think about playing Cyberpunk again, or like Far Cry 5 or something, but not really. And so I've just been watching like TV shows nonstop and Star Wars videos. So there's that, and then I'm thinking about going to counseling or something because TCC has some counseling, like they have like, and they're like licensed therapists and whatever. And so I might check that out. And then Hideaway has a guy and I might talk to him. Or if none of that works, I might want to try like actual therapy or something. My parents tried to get me to go a couple of years ago, but I didn't want to. Looking back, I should have gone. I just didn't want to, but I should have gone. Um, yeah, I don't know. So I could work Tuesday. I could work Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But I'm thinking I should just work Tuesday and Thursday, and then I could get a second job just working those 2 days after school. And I'm thinking either Lowe's or Pizza Shop. I was recently told by someone that I cannot work at Hideaway and Pizza Shop because there's some like conflicting thing, like an agreement of some sort with like because you can't like work at Pizza Shop and then like Pizza Hut. I don't know. Yo. um. So um, they said some dude worked at Hideaway and then some other place, and then they're like, "Hey, you have to quit one of them," and then uh, he chose the other one, which is crazy. Like you can't work at two different pizza places. Like, how does that work? But whatever. But I would like to work at Pizza Shop right over there because I know people there. It's right here. I like the aesthetic, and then also Lowe's because I want to work at Sutherland's, but they require drug testing, and I don't do that. And so I'm thinking Lowe's because Lowe's is like Sutherland's kind of sort of. I like the aesthetic of it. So maybe that's the move. And if those two don't work out, then I might just request to like work more at Hideaway. Um, it's so weird this week because I'm scheduled. So I was scheduled Monday to work 6 to close, and I was like 6 o'clock. That felt so weird because usually I would like go in at 4 or go in at 5 or something like that. But going in at 6 o'clock, and then it was like to 10:30. I was like, that's crazy. Like I was like weirded out by that kind of because I was like going to work at 6 o'clock at night. Oh, it seems weird. And it's doing dishes. And so it was really slow. And then we had a lot of orders because like ORU ordered a bunch of pizza, so I could go up there and help them catch up, like because there's nothing to do for me back there. So I just went up front, and then I was making pizza, and then it was very chill. And then I don't work Friday, and I'm not sure why exactly, but that's chill. Me and my dad are gonna go to Ponca City um, to see my grandma and other people if they're there, like cousins or something if they're in the area. Uh, and then so Saturday I work like I close Saturday and I close Sunday, and I'm on dish both those days, and so that will be interesting. Like closing Sunday, I think I've closed Sunday. I've closed Sundays and Saturdays before. Um, I didn't know this Friday was Halloween, and I was like, I really wanted to work Halloween because I was like, what is that like? I want to see like the increase of like the rush. Like, how is Halloween going to affect how many pizzas are ordered and different stuff like that, and just stuff like that. Dude, I was thinking, why was I dude? So I was thinking I should do a podcast, but like at home in front of a bonfire. I should bring this in the chair and then chill. Um, so that's that rambling. Uh, so okay, so this last week I went to Oklahoma City Thursday. So my dad's friend, he owns like the Oklahoma City branch of this sunroof company, and they build other stuff. And and so they have people in Tulsa all the time. And so I rode back to Oklahoma City with this guy. So okay, so Thursday I go to school, I come back, I come to the church, and then me and my dad set up this the like this orange fence thing because our church had a trunk or treat thing, and so we set up this orange like fence like all the way along the back like grass area over by the other entrance by the funeral home. And so helped do that, and we use zip ties to tie everything. And so I put a zip tie on my arm because I thought it was funny. And then so me and this guy are riding back to Oklahoma City, and I'm like trying to take it off, and I accidentally tightened it, and I was like, oh crap. And so I'm just like, uh, I'm panicking because it's like we're like an hour and a half away from. So we're like on the highway going to Edmond, and I freaking got my like circulation cut off, and I'm just tweaking out because I'm like my hand, and I'm like, do you have anything sharp? And he's like, no. I'm like, crap, but it was fine. I kept trying to take it off, and I kept like trying to bite it off, and then it just kept getting tighter, and I was like low key scared, but it was fine. And then we get back to their shop, and I'm like, I walk in, and then there's the guys. I'm like, hey guys, do you have like a knife? Can you cut this off? And it's just like my hand is like bulging, and they're just like, oh yeah, come here, and they cut it off with a knife, and I'm just like, thank you guys. But it was crazy. But that's how stupid I am. Okay, so I'm at the shop. I talked to all the guys that work for him, and then Brian. So and then I go back. I go back to his house, and then we go watch a football game because it's his like nephews or it's like these. It's some of their relatives like senior night at their high school, and so we go and we watch all like the seniors do their senior thing on the field, and then we start watching a football game. It is really good, and like the whole family's there, and they're really nice people. All the boys, they're awesome. They're really cool. And then there was lightning and thunder, and it started raining, and not thunder, but there was some lightning apparently a couple miles out, and it was raining, and so they're like, we got to cancel it for now. So we went back to their house, and then like an hour later, the game resumed, and the boys, their team won. But it was so wild too because so it was like a public high school versus this like Catholic high school, and they prayed before the game, and I'm like, whoa, that's crazy, because like I don't think I've ever seen something like that. Like, could you imagine Bixby like someone like the announcer praying before the game? Like that would be crazy. Well, I mean, not statistically, because I think most people would be Christians and be down for it, but I mean, you just can't have that because it's a public school. And then I was also thinking, like, how well can a Catholic high school football team do? But apparently they're really good. But I was just thinking, like, okay, um, okay. So I went to their house. They have a dog. His daughter's dog was staying with them. She was so soft, the doggy, and she kept following me around. It was so funny. Um, I get up the next morning and I go to the convention center. No, we go to the shop and then we go to the convention center and we set up for because they do like home and garden shows a lot, and so we set up. We like built this thing like a sunroom thing. I tried to help wherever I could, get random stuff, talk with the guys. They're all cool. And then so we do that till like around 3 o'clock or something, and then so so I'm there to hang out with Courtney. So they were already coming down Thursday, and so I ride back. I ride with them to OKC, chill with them. So this is Friday, and then I go to Courtney's house, and that's like around 4 o'clock Friday, and so we just chill. We chill, and then we go shopping, and we go to a Spirit Halloween, and it was cool. There was nothing I wanted in there, and it was really crowded. And I was like, I'm out of here. So we left, and then we went back to her house, and then we chilled, and we just talked a lot, and I really like that because that's what that's what I want to do with anyone. It's just hang out with people and talk to them, like because we were like making plans on what to do, like do this and do different stuff, but we just end up talking a lot and just watch her play Overwatch. But I mean that's what I want to do because I don't really like doing stuff unless they want to, or I mean I can do stuff, but I prefer to like not prefer, but I'm down with chilling at your house, sitting on your floor, talking. Like I would be super down just for that, and like I have no issue. Like I like that stuff, and so we do that for a couple hours, and then I'm like I'm hungry. Let's go get some food, and so we go to IHOP, and we get food, and we talk for a lot of time, and not a lot, but we talked for like an hour or something, and we got IHOP, and it was chill. And then she's like, let's go to an arcade. So we go to this arcade that's inside of a mall. I think I went there with with Carl Newton when I was doing that internship thing for him. I think that's the movie theater we went to inside that mall. Um, but it was cool. The arcade was cool. It was huge. Like it was like this huge area, and I'm like, no way does this get like the amount of business it should. Or I'm like, does it get the amount of business it should? Howdy. Okay, and so this arcade is huge, right? And it's like got all these like so she takes me to the back of the area and it's got like all these so there's this back area and it's got like all these like anime not anime but like it seems like anime type video game like a Street Fighter or something like that. And like the animation is kind of shifted towards that. And we played that for a little bit and it was fun. And it was like but like I don't know. And there was like pool and like all this other stuff and like food and different stuff. And it was this huge area, and it was very cool. And there's claw machines. And people kept winning claw machine stuff, and so we just wandered around there and talked for a bit. I don't know what I'm saying. Um, and so we do that, and then what else do we do? So we do that, and then we go back to her house, and uh, she plays Overwatch, and we talk, and then I sleep on the couch, and I watch the news. And I fall asleep. I wake up at like in the middle of the night or something, or like in like I don't remember what time it was. It was like in the morning or something. And I'm because I found a blanket, and she's like, you've been here before. Like if you need anything, just ask. I'm like, of course. But I don't want to like bother people. And there was a blanket over there, so I just grabbed the blanket. Uh, I just chilled. I put a blanket, and I just fell asleep. And then I wake up, I feel someone putting a blanket on me, and it was her mom. She's like, hey, you want a pillow? I'm like, okay. And so I just got a pillow and a blanket. And she's like, she felt bad. But I'm like, no, that's on me because I didn't ask. And I wake up at like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, and no one's up, and my phone is almost dead. So I just like try to go back to sleep. I watch the news. I go outside. I just walk around and think about what to do, and then we get. She gets up, and then what do we do? We go to the zoo, I think. Yeah, so this is Saturday. So we go to the zoo and we walk around there for a bit, and it was very fun. And dude, and so we keep meowing at each other because she has two cats, and like it's so funny. We just keep and so like, dude, we should play that game where you say a word and you try to like one up each other and say it louder. And so I was like, we started meowing like louder and louder, and it was so funny because like this couple turned around and looked at us. I was like, dude, that's so funny. Um, and she like felt weird uh dude so I just started like staring at her randomly and like because this is what I do with people back home. Like I just like start staring at people like randomly because that's I like doing that because I stare at them until they like break. It's my friends, not random strangers. And so we keep having staring contests and she keeps breaking and then I break sometimes and then dude, so at the IHOP um and then I'm trying to like start arm wrestling people more. And then we were arm wrestling a couple times. I keep winning. I don't know how though, because like I've lost arm wrestling matches just to a lot of girls over the years. Um, Not a lot, but a few. And I don't know. And then so so we have staring contest, and then I keep yelling. And then there's this cool elephant show, and it was really funny. And I keep staring at her because it's so funny because it keeps breaking. She's like, "You're such a weirdo." I'm like, "Yeah," and she said that I'm the craziest person she knows, or something like that. I'm her craziest friend. I don't know, but it was fun. It's so funny. The zoo is cool. It's really cool because it's right there, and then also there's like the science museum, and then like the aquarium, and it's like all right there. I'm like, that's perfect design. Um, and then so go to the zoo, and then it's also like this Halloween theme thing, and so there's like kids in costumes, and it's really funny and cool. And, so I do that, and then we like go drop off some stuff at our friend's house before we do that, or no, at his work. We drop off some stuff for him because he's sick or something. I met him; he's kind of cool. I met him for like a second, um, and then so we do that, and then we go back to her house after the zoo. We chill. I bounce. Go back to Brian's house. Uh, and then I hang out with his family. Then I go back to her house and we chill. We go to Walmart. We almost got in a car crash, but she's a really good driver, so she did not let us get in a crash because people are so stupid in Walmart parking lots, dude. And then we went to Walmart. So we went to Walmart like earlier that day to get her brother some rice, and it was so funny, dude, because I was like meowing, and then she was meowing. It was so funny, dude. And then this lady like stopped her car and like looked and like turned around and looked at us. It was so funny, dude. I don't know why I keep saying dude, but it was so funny. And then um, so we do that, and then I don't know, we just chill. I mean, and like we just chill, and I'm totally down with that, and it's really fun. And so I did want to get my nose pierced. I do want, but then like I like I don't panic, but I just like I'm like because I don't know, like I don't want to hear my dad complain about it. Like I'm not down for that. I don't like my dad complaining, and so I'm not about that. Um, but I still want it. I should have gotten it. I should have just not cared and got it anyway. Whatever. Uh, so uh, and then so okay. So and then Sunday we get up and then oh wait no, I think Sunday is when we got. Well, okay, yeah. So Saturday or Friday, I think it was Saturday maybe. I can't remember. It's all in my brain. Um, we go to Walmart like 3 times. We like go to get s'more stuff and then like a mouth guard because I keep grinding my teeth. But then so we do that, and then the next time we go to Walmart, we get like painting supplies, and then we painted one day, and then we went to get rice for her brother. So that was Sunday. So we get rice and for him because he's making like jambalaya or something, and then we just chill, and his friends come over, and me and her just chill, and she does homework, and she's like, "Hey, I gotta do homework, okay?" I'm like, "No worries." And then we watch. She just puts on like an hour long documentary on Scientology. I'm just like, okay, and so I just like we just watched this full documentary, and it was crazy. Like Scientology's wild, like the history of it and like everything. Um, and then so we do that, and then she like takes a break from doing homework, then gets out sticky notes, and then she starts putting sticky notes on me, and I'm like, okay, whatever. and and she's like, dude, go out and go walk into the room with my brother and his friends. I'm like, I don't want to, and I did anyway. And he's like, get out of here, man. I'm like, yeah. um and then I mean, we don't do a whole lot. We just chilled, and she played Overwatch, and like I don't have any issue with that. She's like, sorry for being boring. I'm like, dude, you're not boring. Like, this is what I want. I just want to spend time with people. Like, I need to do this more. And because I don't. Like, I go to school for an hour, come home and do nothing, and then I go to work after doing nothing all day. I like talk to some people there, and then I go home, and then I go to church for like a few hours, and then come home and do nothing, and then go to work, and then come home. Like, I need to be working more. But then like I like text people all week long, but it's not the same though because I need like IRL interactions because that's the problem. That's what I'm missing. It's just the human aspect of it. Because like when I had more classes, I like talked to people, and then I went to the BCM, and then I stopped doing that. I didn't really talk to people there. Um, like I don't know. I just need to be around people more. I need to not be at home like as much as possible. I need to be out doing stuff. I need to be working and just the talking to people and whatnot. Uh, yeah. Um, dude. Okay. So the Oklahoma City thing is happening like the 16th through it's like a Wednesday through a Sunday in November, and I haven't even like bought clothes yet. So I need to go and buy clothes like as soon as possible. Um, I need to do that. Goodwill, thrift stores, and then like if I can't find anything or whatever, then like Dillard's apparently has like some good sales on like full suit or whatever, and then I can get it like hemmed up in different places and like get alterations done. And then shoes because I don't have any shoes. But then this is like a 5 day thing: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, and I don't know how it's all gonna work, but it's gonna be chill. Um, Definitely gonna do a podcast there. Uh, I don't know, man. So uh, today's Wednesday, and I don't like. So usually at this time, I would be at TCC with my like doing that government club, but then everyone had the thing to do, and so I could. They're like, let's just cancel tonight. I was like, sure, valid, totally valid. And then so I could come to Wednesday night and hang out with some bros that I've been missing. Um, yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot else. Falls Creek, I got the offer letter to work there next summer, and I accepted, of course. Um, okay, so Jason is coming to TCC like Monday, and I need to be there, but I haven't been scheduled yet because I haven't seen it on the schedule yet, and so I need to make sure that I can ask or bribe someone to take that spot. Um, so I can go there for that thing. And then me and Jason are supposed to like have a meeting or something so we can talk about because I'm interested in like a supervisor spot, but I think I'm gonna have to like decline that because I don't really want that anymore. But we can just talk about it, and I'm down for that. Like communication is key. Um, Dude, and so I've been talking to people, and we got some other people on going on retail, and I got some of my friends that have applied, and then uh, I'm already talking about like summer 27, and they're like, bro, you cannot be thinking about 27. And I'm like, because, and it's true though, because like most workers this summer were first years. Like at the very first day, they're like, all right, clap if you're a first year. And it was like most people. And then there was a couple second year, like several second year. And then third year, not a lot. Fourth year, like one or something like that. And so, yeah, like being a second year, I think is a miracle. But like, dude, I can't tell the future. I don't know what's gonna happen if you. I mean, I can't say. And I just go day to day. Like I make plans, but like I don't actually like. They're just things I throw out there. But I mean, I kind of want to work Falls Creek all year long, but it would be so boring. Maybe I gotta talk to Wyatt. I have to talk to everyone, bro. Like Eliora and Laney and Hannah and Baylor. I need to talk to everyone, dude. Nemo, Riley. I'm tweaking. Like, I need to call these people, but like I forget, and then, but whatever. Yeah, dude. And okay, last 2 weeks ago, I talked to this guy. Like NSU was at TCC, and I was talking to him, and I was like, what? He's like, we just talked a lot about different stuff. I told him I like Falls Creek. He's like, I know Falls Creek, um, and so we talked about different stuff what I wanted, and somehow he thought I wanted like I would be interested in psychology. He's like, dude, you could go finish up here, go transfer to NSU, do your 2 years, change to psychology, be a psychology major, and then he's like, you should totally go for your master's. I'm like, I barely graduated high school. Like the only way I graduated was cheating. I mean, probably like, and then if I'm not even going to graduate TCC. So he think he thinks I'm going to get my master's in psychology, but I was like, okay. And so we just talked, and I got a lot of papers. And he's like, are you interested?" I'm like, "I really am." And then I left, and I'm like, "I'm not going to NSU, bro. Like, I'm not even going to graduate TCC. Like, I would love to go to NSU, but that's not going to happen." Change to be a psychology major, dude. I can't even like pipe dream. Uh, I don't know. It's kind of cold. Um, I don't know, bro. I'm running out of things to talk about. I don't know. I've just been texting people, and I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna cut it here. Dude, wait. So I got my backpack back from Courtney too. I left it there both times when I went and saw her with Baylor, or just uh, coming back from Falls Creek, whatever. I freaking forgot my backpack. Uh, but now I have it, and so we're locked in. So I have a backpack that works now. Yeah, dude. I think that's it. I don't know why I keep saying dude. All right, this was fun. Thanks for watching, guys.